And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ready. Bronco 80.
They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it.
5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Here is Young.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Young going to give to Brooks.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
To throw, Young.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Charles, it's now a 2-touchdown lead in the opening quarter. Following that pick six, they are off to a fast start in this one.
And absolutely ecstatic on the sideline after that play, aren't they? Not just because they've got the lead, but how about seeing one of their guys get a chance to take it in for 6? Already up a pair of touchdowns. They've got everything going their way early on.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return here for Sanders. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Young to throw it. His throw incomplete.
And that could have been and probably should have been a 3rd interception of this first half. He's got to figure out something because you cannot give the ball away like he's done and have any chance to win this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Young now. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Michael Dana drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Carolina punt team out there led by Johnny Hecker. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. But you look at this defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Mahomes now to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Brooks, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This is 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Young. That one complete to again.
A nice move gets him a few extra. Down just shy of his 20. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. Well, this defense for the Panthers very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Yellow.
In motion, the tight end. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Panthers nothing.
The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it 2nd and 7. Now a man who tore up the Packers in the NFC title game a few years back. It's Raheem Mostert. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down. Stopped at the Panthers' 44.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try for the 1st with Pacheco. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. Hollywood Brown. And finally wrestled down at the 11. 23 yards the pickup there. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Now a 2nd and 10. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first-half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return here for Sanders. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Young off the play fake. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Now Young. He'll find the former Steeler, Deontay Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. The Panthers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, Young. Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Picked off by Leo Chanel. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now they empty the backfield and motion the man left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the 2nd half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Here's Brooks.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Jonathan Brooks, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And it's 17-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Yellow. 43.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
That's complete. Left side to Worthy.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Attack!
Now Mahomes.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Panthers are going to get the football back at their own 17.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for the Panthers.
A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. On third down, it's Pacheco. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Now here's Mahomes. Looking deep downfield. Yeah, man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Xavier Worthy, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to widen their advantage.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Brooks. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On first and 10, it's Brooks. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Second down and 6 now.
Let's go. Hey, check that. Street.
Up the middle with Brooks here. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on third and a yard.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. They'll try to throw now. Young. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Second and 10 now, third quarter from Charlotte. They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Let's go now.
Young. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. This ball taken in here by Brooks. No gain on the screen there at second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Second and 10. Young to throw it. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. George Karlaftis. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to lose yardage here. as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he's on to punt for Carolina. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's 2nd and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a give to Mostert running right. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That play could never get started thanks to the defensive effort of Shaq Thompson. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he's got this down to the 35. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll run here with Mason. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jordan Mason, 32 yards. And the Chiefs extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up 1st downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And no return here for Sanders.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
Cowboy 80. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 19 target. Go.
Here's a handoff to Brooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They go play action. Young. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and control of this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Got a man. That's Legette. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
19 tight. 19 tight.
3rd down, Young from the gun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trent McDuffie with a pick. Now inside the 25. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Yellow.
Here's a toss play right to Mostert. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Yellow.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Raheem Mostert. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And no return here for Sanders.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Let's go.
Young to throw it. And it's out. He put it on the carpet, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
Back.
And they will take a knee here. They put up their